Greetings to the family, your brother Samal here at the Artist Journal, wherever you're at in the world. I want to say greetings, greetings, greetings. If you're here for the first time, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button so when we upload beautiful content, you guys will be the first to get it. Today I want to talk for a bit. Again, welcome, fam. Welcome to the platform. I want to talk a little bit about, is the Gambia safe to travel to? Is Gambia safe to make a transition to? Is Gambia safe to live? You have a lot of folk online, on YouTube. A lot of your favorite and big channels is talking somewhat negative about things that's going on in the Gambia, particularly. So if you one who are on social media and you keep up with the diasporan communities and the activities in places such as Ghana, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, and the topic of the day, Gambia, you would know that within the past year or two, there's been a couple of mishaps in the Gambia when it comes to the diaspora. A few women died. Some say it was foul play. For sure, one woman was killed, and a gentleman from the UK was recently killed for his truck. And they said the perpetrators, I talked about this before, but I felt the need to come back and to share my ideas as it pertains to Gambia. Is it safe, right? So the elder gentleman from the UK lost his life. Long story short, somebody that he hired ended up stabbing him and taking his truck, and with the idea of selling the truck and going back way to Europe, UK, with the money from the truck. It didn't work. It didn't go down the way he thought it was going to go down. The police caught him, and now he's being prosecuted. So I want to say, family, for me personally, I've been to Ghana, I've been to Tanzania, I've been to Senegal, I've been to Ghana. Just recently when I was in Tanzania, they locked me up for 3 days. They held my passport for 3 months. They extorted me for money. But I'm not gonna say that it's not a safe place to live. I've been back to Tanzania 4 or 5 times after the incident. Yeah, it was bad. I didn't do nothing wrong. I came to find out later on that certain authorities or officials in Tanzania was targeting foreigners and conjuring up all this crazy charges and extorting them for money. And I got caught up in that. So would I say Tanzania is a dangerous place for diasporans? I'm not gonna say that. I think, and I feel Africa at large, you have a great majority of the population. And we all know this. I'm kind of preaching, to the choir at this point. Like, everyone knows that there aren't enough resources for the mass majority of people. So what happens when there's a lack of resources, people get desperate and they do things that they wouldn't normally do. They do things that they wouldn't normally do. Why? Because it's pressure. It's pressure. You understand? So when you have diasporans or foreigners coming to these foreign countries, all they thinking, all people that's in that predicament is thinking of, I gotta come up. Any way, anyhow, I gotta come up. You know, so they would try to get close to you, next to you, to try to take advantage of you. But in their mind, I know that they feel something, that they feel bad, but they would risk that. They would risk going to jail. They would risk feeling bad just to eat, just to put a little something in their pocket. You know, so moving around in the Gambia, moving around in Ghana, moving around in Tanzania, you know, you have to treat it just like you here in the States. I currently am in Washington, D.C., right? There's certain parts of the city I just don't go. Why? Because I'm a mature individual where people are shooting dice and using drugs and selling drugs. Why would Samal put himself in those areas? It don't make sense. Like I said, I'm in Washington, D.C. At some point, Washington, D.C. was known as America's murder capital. Did you hear what I said, family? D.C. at one point was the nation's murder capital. It reached up to like 400 to 500 murders per year. Per year. Can you imagine? So, when it comes to, is Gambia safe? You have to know how to navigate. You have to know how to move. You have to understand and know the science behind prevention. Me personally, I'm a very observant. When I'm in the Gambia, I notice that certain people just don't get taken advantage of. And what I'm noticing is that they may have a compound with 2 or 3 dogs. They may have a compound with a 12-foot fence. And behind those layers of protection, security, right? They probably have some other things situated that will prevent somebody from running off with their valuables. Now, people have these security measures not because they fear for their lives. Is one, you don't want nobody abruptly just coming in your environment and try to run off with stuff, to run off with your valuables. So you take precautionary measures. You know, so when you navigate in these waters, family, when you are out and about in Gambia, Ghana, Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania, you in paradise, but you still have to take precaution, fam. You still have to move like you in a world that's upside down, because that's the reality right now. This world as we know it is wild. It's crazy. Y'all see what's happening over here in America. Every time you open a news feed or a newspaper, all you see is drama. From the UK to South Africa, America, Ukraine, Russia, Lebanon, Israel, Gaza, like. So when it comes to Africa, we want to just walk around hunky-dory like everything is peaches and cream. Is Gambia safe? Yes. And I'm going to jump out to say, not yes because they don't have issues or people trying to take advantage of you, because there are people there that's looking for opportunities to take advantage of you. But it's the security measures that you have in place. See, I come from an environment where it's rough. So your head is always on the swivel. You always taking precautionary measures. I would rather go to the movies in Virginia versus going to the movies in the heart of the neighborhood or the hood. Why? Because I don't want to deal with knucklehead behavior. So it's a saying amongst young people in the city here, right? They say, man, I'm just staying out the way. So I took on that motto, man, I'm staying out the way. I play a lot of chess. And it ain't because Samal is scared of anybody. It's because I'm using my God-given intellect and intuition. So, family, does things go down in the Gambia? Yes. Have people lost their lives in the Gambia? Yes. Do people's houses get broken in the Gambia? Yes. So then, if you travel to the Gambia and you saw how beautiful it is, and you saw that, man, this is a place that I can live or even retire, okay, then it is your responsibility to survey the land, the terrain. Do your due diligence. The first law of nature is self-preservation. So you have to equip yourself. Yes, you're in paradise, but you still have to equip yourself. You can't let the palm trees and the mango and the cashew trees and the beaches lure you to sleep. Yes, brother. Yes, my sister. How are you? You can't let that lure you to sleep. Yes, how you doing, brother? How you doing, my sister? And you locked in. This is your family. This is your extended family. You understand? But you also got to know that there's people there to take advantage of you. Not everyone is like that. A lot of people that I've come in contact with, they are genuine. And when they greet you with a smile, it is real and it is genuine. And me personally, I naturally don't trust anyone. So trust with me is built over time. Is earned over time. So is Gambia safe? My opinion, just based on me and my life and my world, where I come from, I understand that there's issues anywhere you go in Africa. So from the times that I've been traveling to Gambia, the level of safety that I observe in Gambia, for me personally, is doable. I'm one that can read game. I see when someone is, trying to lure me to sleep. I see it. In Tanzania, I saw it. You know what I mean? And then when I went through what I went through, it's like, okay, this is the game. I appreciate it. I needed that. So just a skill set that you put under your belt. So let's not be so naive when we go to these lands of our fathers. We understand what the colonizer did to our people in these environments. We understand what the Western powers, they went in and they plundered and they pillaged and they raped and they took all the resources and they claimed it for their self. And if we look up, we in trillions of dollars in debt to those who continue to oppress us. So our people look up hundreds of years later, and what we're being taught is that we don't have anything, and that we're poor, and then we don't have resources, and we buy into this narrative. So we look up, we in all kind of bad, desperate situations. So it's not that our people are bad. Here in the Americas, in the UK, in Africa, we all in the same boat together, and we have to work these things out together. So me personally, I'm not one that's gonna come on YouTube and says, don't go to Gambia. I'm gonna say, how do we come together to fix these things that have us acting out of character? How do we fix these things as a people? The conversation has to start somewhere. I just wanted to come on, family, just to have a little chat, a little conversation. Feel free to drop a comment in the chat. Drop some ideas. How can we work with each other, those on the African continent, those in the diaspora, and make this a working relationship where we both, on both sides of the water, benefit from some sense of unity with each other. My name is Brother Samal here at the Artist Journal. We have a live coming up this weekend. I'll let you guys know who. We have a few people lined up. We haven't locked in exactly which one we're going to do this weekend, but know of a surety that we're going to air this coming live. I will put up a flyer of the live Thursday or Friday, so stay tuned for that. In the description, please check our website out called Palm Trees in Silver. We have and feature beautiful silver jewelry from the Gambia. Yeah, fam, so until next time, this is your brother Samal here. Those who asked for longer videos, I extended it to 18 minutes. I listened to you guys, and until next time, I'm tuning out just to tune back in. Jano, peace out.